I'm at the Yu-Gi-Oh stand with Anthony. Hello, Anthony.
Hi, how are you?
I'm not too bad. How are you?
I'm pretty good.
Awesome. So tell me about Yu-Gi-Oh and why you're here today.
Well, today I'm doing Challenge the Master. Essentially, any player can come up to me, play a three-round game with me. If they win, they get, of course, the title of beating the Master, and they get a couple of goodie bags as well. The reason I'm here today is because, a friend of mine recommended me to get the job quite a while ago. I've been doing this for about 2 years now, and I've just started to get into the more competitive side of Yu-Gi-Oh. Yeah. So I thought I'd apply for MCM Manchester, and sort of test myself, test my skills, give the kids some fun as well.
Yeah. Oh, that's awesome. So what sort of deck do you use?
I play a Prophecy deck, which is like a very spell-heavy spellcaster deck. Yeah. It won the European Championships back in June, and it came second in the American World Championship qualifier.
Yeah. Oh wow. So what made you want to go for this sort of deck then?
I don't know. It's very interesting when I first saw it because a lot of the cards that came with it when it first came out were a lot like some of the older cards, like Lone Fire Blossom or Ehio Stratos. And I just thought it would be a very good deck together. And then eventually it started getting like really good support. They got really good cards, and I just thought I'll carry on with it.
Oh, awesome. So I noticed that when you were using it before, it was just bam, combo, which was great. So what's your favorite combo that you've got in your deck?
The favorite combo is probably one that I don't really get to do anymore. Essentially what I used to do is I used to have Effect Veiler and Breaker the Magic Warrior in the graveyard. I'd summon Spellbook Magician, I'd activate Spellbook Life, banishing the Breaker to summon a Veiler. It would make them level 5. I would sync for level 7, which is Ancient Sacred Wyvern, and then I would just attack. If I had 3,000 higher life points to my opponent, it was game.
Yeah. Oh wow. So with the progression of from everything going Fusion, Ritual, then going to Synchro, and now the XYZ monsters, how easy has it been to adapt that into the deck?
Relatively. I tend not to use XYZ monsters quite as much as other decks, mainly because most of my X-Deck is Synchro monsters because of the place I make with Spellbook Life. But in general, XYZ monsters have been they've been a very good addition to the game. They're very useful in just about every deck. They've defined the game so far.
Awesome. So what's your next stage after this? What are you going to be doing within the Yu-Gi-Oh world?
After this, I'm hopefully going to be going to Brussels in Belgium to judge the YCS Brussels Seal Play event. And then after that, hopefully I'm going to get a head judge position for YCS London, which is happening in October.
Awesome. So I've seen some of the Magic the Gathering stuff that's been on, which is going to like PTQs and stuff. So and seeing what they win. What do you win at a Yu-Gi-Oh tournament then?
At Yu-Gi-Oh tournaments, you usually win exclusive playmats. Top cuts usually get a certain amount of packs. You also get exclusive prize cards, which are worth a fair amount of money, but they're also worth a lot in sentimental value. When it comes to events like European qualifiers, everybody gets a copy of the prize card, so of course the value goes down quite a lot. But you also get invites to the European qualifiers. You get invites to Worlds. You get in some side events, you get free travel to the next YCS event. You get free accommodation sometimes. If you win your country's nationals, you get free travel and accommodation to Euros. So you don't get any like cash prizes, but you get a lot of product, I'd say.
Yeah. Oh, that's awesome. So if you weren't using a spellcaster deck, what sort of deck would you go for next?
That's a good question, really. I think my next favorite deck is one that's coming out in August. It's called Bujin. It's essentially it's based on it's like a Chinese folk tale, really, and it essentially it uses monsters that are in 5 parts. They come together to make a bigger monster, and I'm thinking they're going to be the next big thing.
Really, that's cool. Because when I used to play, I used to rock a spellcaster deck myself, but it's been a long time since I've actually stepped back into the game, especially with Synchros and XYZ monsters. So for anyone that's playing Yu-Gi-Oh out there or just wanting to start out, what would be your top tips for them?
My top tips. It's hard to say, really. I guess try and get as much as you can, try and get as much information as you can straight away, because the more you know when you start, the easier it is for you to get into the game. Like, you'll get some people who could be playing for 3 years and not be very good. You could also get somebody who's been playing for a couple of months, but because they've read up on everything, because they've got everything they needed, they're much better than other players.
Oh, that's awesome. Okay, and the last question, because I know there's loads of people wanting to play you. What is your favorite card of all time?
My favorite card of all time? Breaker the Magical Warrior.
Nice, a very good card. Mine was Dark Magician Girl, always has, and Dark Magician, 2 favourite cards. So yeah, those have always been my favourite cards. But, well, thank you very much, and it's been great talking to you about it.
You too.